Alrighty. New setting, new guest.
Yes.
So go ahead, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I go to the same university as Bruno in Eindhoven, and yeah, we basically got to know each other through a mutual friend who's maybe also coming today, hopefully, Zayed. And yeah, I mean, as you know, Bruno's half Hungarian, and I'm fully Hungarian. So yeah, that community just When I started university in the Netherlands, I was quite terrified. Like, oh my God, I'm not gonna have any friends. How am I gonna find the community I need? Mm-hmm. But then of course the Hungarians first came to mind. So yeah, that's how I met Bruno, and that's how I'm here now. So yeah, hi everyone.
So for you, what made you choose the Netherlands to go to?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm studying, just a bit of context. I'm studying electrical engineering. And Eindhoven is really known for, like, there's a big chip company there, ASML. They're like on par with like Taiwan level of technological innovation. So that was the first. But the second one is the quality of education, I think, is much higher than here. Of course, I'm not trying to shit on Budapest at all, but it's just objectively.
Thank you.
I love Budapest. I live here. I live very close to where we are today. But it's much more. So actually, let me come up with a concrete example. We have these so-called engineering challenges. Bruno also has them. I mean, he studied data science in the first year.
I didn't really have any challenges though.
But you
only the last quarter though.
Yeah, but you had one, I guess, right? The programming challenge, like creating something concrete, something that can be used.
Something like it.
Yeah.
But not exactly.
We had two in the first year. The first one was we had to create like an autonomous baby cradle, which could like hear the sound of the crying baby and use that to control its movement, to calm it down, like automatically, basically. And the second one is we had to use like color distance sensors to control robots and stuff. So this is not really the case back here, where you actually like implement what you learn, and this is very sympathetic for me. So
is it more like theoretical only stuff? You're like just learning definitions or stuff, formulas, and then you got exams, and that's all you do. Do you like not really apply them? Or?
From what I've heard, they start applying it in the final year, third year, and masters, which I think is quite late because many engineers want to join the industry with only like a bachelor's, which personally I think is nonsense. I mean, you need to have a master's, but many people do join the industry with a bachelor's, and it's just too late to start in the third year. But yeah, as you've said, it's like they're stuck in like the 70s, communist era. I mean, Bruno, you must also know some things about that. Yeah, so
I'm just filming a little bit for Instagram to put on.
Yeah.
So because we just started.
From what I've heard, I have several like high school friends who went there. It's much more theoretical and exam oriented. Yeah.
Do you think that's a good thing, or should it be more practical, like project based, these kinds of things?
I think you need a healthy mix. For example, if in Eindhoven everything were just projects and like soldering circuits and whatever, I would go mad. I would definitely go mad because to be honest, I'm a very theoretical person. I love learning like, linear algebra, vector calculus, so like, these purely theoretical, mathematical, physical things. But I know that practice is more useful.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You think that's the same thing for you too, Bruno?
With data science or industrial design? Industrial design, I don't know yet. But data science, we definitely didn't do shit until the last quarter, but we had like one actual like DBA like project, which was basically just analyzing a bunch of Twitter data to find the performance of the customer support of airlines. So like basically you would like the first most of the actual steps were just like cleaning the data itself and just looking at what stuff you have. And then in the end is the part where we actually had to use like language models and like machine learning that was kind of like figure out how positive or negative or neutral each tweet would be. And then on top of that, we didn't have to train, but we did have to test some language models as well that would also from the tweet itself figure out if the problem is like baggage issue, delays or cancellations and stuff.
Okay, now I understand.
And then it was basically just make a big poster at the end about like basically pitching to that airline like what parts they should fix, what's fine and stuff like that.
How was your group? Because for me,
It was all Dutch.
because for me with CBLs, I heard many complaints about groups. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's a consistent problem. How was it for you?
It was very good actually. Like at first, when I saw the group chat before we met in person, I was like, "Oh, it's all Dutch numbers, like phone numbers." I was like, "This is not gonna go well." But because they were all a bit like nerdy, let's say, everybody was actually like working hard, and they would do stuff like not on schedule, but even like before the end deadline and stuff. So actually, quite a lot. We had like I think 2 presentations before the final one, like progress reports to like 3 or 4 other groups and like some mentors and stuff. And it has happened almost I think every single time that the teacher would actually like compliment us for either like analyzing the data or like showing a statistic about the data that hasn't been done by the other groups, which were like quite good I guess for us.
Yeah.
Although the final grade we got was 7.2.
But that's
not bad.
Is a good grade, I think.
No, but that's the thing. The poster itself gave us the big grade, but the majority of the grade was the poster, which we got 7.2. But the like progress report presentation, we were getting like 9.5, 9.6, and then the final grade was like 7. I mean, it's not bad. You need 5 to pass, or 5.5.
Yeah.
But definitely could be a little bit better. And it's kind of like due to the design of the poster, it wasn't very clear. What was what, and it's something that I found is I was complaining because I wasn't doing the part of the poster. I was doing one of the progress reports in terms of presentations. Behind of the whole thing was this one guy and me that were doing all the coding. So it was literally just the 2 of us doing anything technical, and then the rest of them like figuring stuff out, thinking what to do, and then the 2 of us would work. But the poster was just like poorly made. It was like I don't want to sound offensive to Dutch people, but it was done with like a Dutch mindset.
But wait, do you think it was bad visually or like in clarity or both?
Well, both. Visually, it wasn't bad. It was definitely like nice. You know, the colors were not like you got green then like red or something. It was nice and clear. But just generally the content on the poster itself was just like some of the stuff was like irrelevant.
Irrelevant, yeah.
It was like irrelevant completely. It just didn't have any like you're like working the whole like thing is you're like making this for an airline company. So you need to have the mindset in when you're doing a poster, like the final pitch to them is like these people don't know what these like super technical terms are that like we've studied in like subjects because in data science, like these are like executives or some shit like, someone that works there. So they're putting up like words and data that is like useful to data scientists, is like useful to see, but they're not gonna understand what it is. And then if they don't understand it, like at least put an explanation. But they didn't think of that.
Yeah.
So,
and circling back to the group, you said that you had a positive experience. I also fortunately had a good experience, but from like 70% of the people I know, I heard that there were two consistent problems. The first one is that if you are like not even maybe also extroverted, but you like to get ahead of stuff, do work and be effective, is that if you start with sorry. Oh yeah, of course. No. Is if you start doing a lot of the work in the beginning, people are going to be like, oh, so you'll do all the work and I'll do nothing, and then you're going to be left alone.
I haven't heard a problem like that.
I heard it from Zayed. Both. I mean, sorry. So
that's gonna be interesting for me then this year if I get groups like that.
Let me correct myself. I didn't hear it, but from how he described it, that's the prognosis I came up with. Basically, his problem. And the second one is that there's not a lot of communication overall. Many people want to do what they think is good, but overall, it's
I don't know. Like
not coordinated.
Mostly what I heard was it being like 2 people doing the work of everyone else. So like 2 people that were like be either not really. I heard one example where they were like forcing this guy to do almost everything because he knew a database like MongoDB or something, and then like the excuse was, oh, but you know it, so just do all of the whole project. but most of the time it was actually like Dutch people just not doing shit.
I did want to say this,
And-
but there is a stereotype.
Well,
There is a
yeah,
major stereotype that Dutch people are the
That
laziest
is-
people
that
at
is-
their own university.
that is true.
Yeah.
And like even me having those Dutch roommates, like I think 2 of them are like they're still bachelor, but they're 5th year now, and they've been doing 2 electives the last 2 years. So this whole year they've only had 1 elective, and they did nothing else.
Bro.
But-
How do you do that?
But Bruno, didn't you say that like some of the Dutch people they don't care at all? They just
No,
go there,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Especially in the last episode, I was telling him that for Dutch people, it's free scholarship, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They
They get like 10 years or something where they like get money monthly.
That's
And it's just like-
unbelievable.
It's just like I mean, and also you're in your own country, you know. So you don't really care if like you have to move somewhere because you're kind of in the country already. It's not that big of a deal as like moving countries, I think. So I think it's definitely like that they care a bit less about actually like I wouldn't say like finishing everything in like 3 years, but like actually being like average like successful
yeah,
over
but,
the time.
but still, I think, yeah, what you've said is all of them are correct. The statements you've said, like it's not that serious if you don't have to move countries, but still, I mean, university is university. It's, in my opinion, it's still a serious thing objectively. You can't just, sorry for my French, but fuck around and just do nothing.
Unless it's Fontes.
Yeah.
Fontes is this is the uni that the third Dutch roommate goes to, the Dutch guy. He goes to Fontes. He doesn't do anything. I mean,
But then
listen, he does. But if you compare, I think he's like electrical engineering or something at Fontes. If you compare, or no,
Do we want to give a bit of background how Fontes is different? Because I don't think many.
how is it different though? I'm
So-
not sure about it.
So basically, Fontes is not a university. It's a university of applied sciences, which is so the degree they get is not worth the same. It's a lesser degree, and it's not 3 years. It's 4 years of education, but it's much more detail oriented. They have a built-in internship, much less theory, much less. I mean, I don't want to say much less serious. Of course, they learn stuff, but it's not as high level. You can go, for example, to do a master's immediately. It's very hard to do a PhD, so it's not geared towards academic purposes. It's geared towards more industry. But interestingly enough, how they advertise themselves is saying that we're getting you ready to go into industry, and like we're not doing this hand waving, of just research. But still, the industry prefers like universities, not applied science universities. So
I think last stream he asked me the difference between technical university and university, because ours is a technical university. And what did I tell you? Because I forgot a little bit, but what do you remember from me talking about the difference?
I think it was more like theoretical. So technical is like more. I don't know if you can call it more hands-on approach on things, but I don't know how you would classify it.
Because in my opinion, it's just nomenclature. There's no difference in so a technical university is a technical university because you study engineering. That's it. In Hungarian, it's also egyetem and műszaki egyetem, but there's no difference.
I think maybe our technical university is maybe like in terms of equipment that you can work on a little bit more advanced than a normal university might be.
I think it's solely just because they teach engineering. Because, for example, Amsterdam University doesn't teach engineering.
Yeah.
There's like a physics program, which is science, but it's not engineering. So yeah, maybe you're right in that sense that to be a technical university, you need like labs, you need electrical equipment. So yeah.
I mean, Jakob, you remember Jakob?
Yes,
we all do,
Luciano.
everyone.
I call him Luciano.
He calls him Luciano because he calls you. What nickname did he give for you? Like
He gave me Daniel. He gave me a bunch of other stuff.
Daniel.
I don't know.
I'm Daniel.
I don't know where he came up with the Daniel.
Yeah, so he's studying. So he's also at our uni, a technical university. He's studying sustainable innovation. How is that engineering?
Sounds like a vegan.
Also, we got psychology.
Yeah, we do psychology and technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm trying very hard not to like shit on any.
Oh, you definitely
degrees.
can, because I'm shitting on sustainable innovation.
Yeah.
But this is purely coming from like him telling me how a lecture looks like there,
Haha.
and like
Just a bit of a summary.
not really like how a lecture looks like, but the type of people that are in sustainable innovation, which is
Bottom of the barrel.
which is, let's say if you come with a burger to the lecture, you're gonna like not get cancelled, but they're gonna be very pissed at you.
Oh
Like
my
the
God.
classical like
Oh,
purple hair,
Oh yes.
like vegan stickers and stuff, and it's fine that they're vegans, but it's the fact that they're like pushing it onto you, like be vegan, be vegan. And there was this one case, well, at least Jakob told me this. Now, let's say 50% chance it's true or not, but he said that there was this one time that some girl came with a burger in, and literally half of the auditorium started like screaming at her that she's like killing cows or
I mean,
something.
do you know the old joke? A vegan and a vegetarian jump of an office building. Who wins? Society. Yeah. So
That's a good one. I haven't heard of that joke.
I'm gonna get cancelled.
No.
This is just a good joke. I heard it from there was a kid on like Piers Morgan's
Piers
show.
Morgan. Piers Morgan, I mean, he's interesting. What, he was CNN before, and then he started his own thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And now everything is on X.
Oh, X. No.
X.
Let's not even talk about
Let's
that.
not-
Why, you don't want to go to
let's not
X?
mention X. Twitter. Let's not mention Twitter.
Yeah, let's call
Let's
it by
skip that.
the old name.
Yeah.
I don't prefer Elon Musk at all.
I think we've talked about like enough about our uni. You should mention a little bit about your
Mine.
whatever
Oh.
bachelor do you even do.
I do marketing and digital media.
Okay.
So,
Did you get that face reaction?
No.
oh, well, yeah.
I didn't say anything. I didn't emote anything. I respect it completely.
Well, I do media, so knowing how to market yourself. It's one thing to just do radio, and then there's one thing how to market yourself.
You
How
have
the
to
fuck?
actually earn money.
Yeah, exactly. Because you could be the jerk off who's just behind the microphone, which is me most of the time. But you know, it's like, how do you market yourself? How do you put yourself out there? So I think that's a lot more important. Right now, clearly, as you can see, I can do on the cameras, you can see the whole thing here. But I think it's a lot more important that, you know, and I have someone on board here who knows what he's doing with a lot of the website stuff, graphics design.
Yeah.
I can't do that bit.
Well, like, I mean, don't like graphics design. Not really. Like the only real thing that was like actually good was the logo. I'm not an expert. I literally just was fucking around.
You're better than me.
Let me tell you
that's-
something.
that's
Most of the
true.
experts don't start as experts. They just say they're experts and they learn it through like
Yeah.
peer pressure. Not peer pressure, but like not like sheer pressure. Of, oh my god, they're gonna fire me if I don't learn this by end of
Probably.
week. So yeah,
Donny, could you just move the mic a little bit closer to you, buddy?
yeah, of course.
Yeah, because just a bit closer to your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is not a fully professional show, so we don't have to be like we're not on. What do you listen to? Which radios do you listen to?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, like Sirius XM. We're not Sirius XM.
Yeah. This is not.
Serious
We're not
accent.
serious.
We're not serious. Well,
I'm gonna get a beer.
Semi-serious.
semi-serious.
Is
I
my
would say
is
so.
my voice good now?
Yeah, oh, it's
Okay.
perfect.
Good.
You actually do have a radio voice. I'll give you that.
I do.
Yes, you do.
Many people.
You're different.
Yeah. Many
Right.
people.
Well, what I said, you're different.
Many people said that when I was a child, but even now, sorry, mostly now, that oh my god, you need to do like dubbing because I have a dubbing voice.
Really?
Yeah, and I would enjoy that. I would enjoy the fuck out of that
Well,
actually.
there's a big market here for dubs. Everything here is dubbed.
It is.
Every single
Yeah.
thing, no matter the age restriction on it.
And they do a good job at it. Like the dubbing actors here in Hungary, they're really good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
But the Dutch, I rarely say this, but the Dutch do it better in the sense that
Really? Dubbing?
almost nothing is dubbed.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
in English with subtitles. That's why the Dutch are the second best English speakers in Europe after the UK. So
I think Croatia is probably high up as well.
Croatia, I mean, judging by you,
Nothing is dubbed in Croatia, by the way. Only cartoons.
really,
Just cartoons and nothing else.
that's interesting.
Even I think all cartoons are dubbed, but everything else only has subs and that's it. No matter where you
Yeah.
watch it.
But I mean, to be honest, in this modern age, I have like a few like oh my god, I'm blanking. Unokatestvér. a few cousins, yeah, that are like 4, 5, 6, 10, whatever. And in this new age, everything is on YouTube. And on YouTube, they watch it in English. And it's crazy how good they speak English by not even learning it in school, just by, sheer being exposed to it. It's crazy. When I was so long ago, when I was a kid, like 10 years ago, I studied in a bilingual primary school, which we talked about before the show. And back then, people who didn't get exposed to English before a certain age, they had an accent, their vocabulary was not that good. But now, everyone speaks so good English, even without proper schooling. Just YouTube.
Yeah, well, a lot of English that I've learned before elementary school or anything was actually music videos on YouTube. I don't know why. And Disney Channel.
Disney Channel,
that was a huge thing.
I
think there's barely any kid these days that even watches cable TV.
Yeah, true.
I don't all of my friends that have younger siblings or something. Whenever we are I come over, it's always just YouTube on the TV, and it's not Cocomelon or Baby Shark or something, but it's still cartoons and stuff. So they're starting to make cartoons specifically for you for YouTube. So it's short to 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, YouTube Kids.
YouTube
There's
Kids
a specific
is a whole app. Yeah.
And Disney Plus, there are also a lot of the old shows we grew up on, like Gravity Falls.
It's on Disney
Ben
Plus.
10,
Yeah.
All of these, Phineas and Ferb, it's all on Disney. Yeah. Nostalgia.
Well, even for me, when I started learning Hungarian, it was just watching TV and listening to the radio or having conversations with my grandparents. It's just exposure.
Yeah.
I had no formal education at all learning Hungarian. Bruno spent was it a summer or a year in a kindergarten here in Hungary?
No, kindergarten. Back home, I was in a Hungarian class in the kindergarten, but that wasn't
There are
one,
Hungarian.
There's also one class in elementary school.
Oh,
in Zagreb.
From 1st to 8th grade, entirely.
Yeah, in
That's
Hungarian.
Interesting.
Well, you're doing Croatian and Hungarian.
It's interesting to me because in Romania it's quite standard because of course there are 1.5 million Hungarians in Romania or something.
Yeah.
But Croatia is not. It's not that. Big.
There's quite a lot actually, and there's a lot of culture institutes or something Hungarian culture institutes wherever. Actually, there's a huge next to the main square in Zagreb. There's this big ass European Union building because it's something, and the biggest possible not store, but it's a 2-floor office. Let's say is actually the Hungarian
embassy.
No, a Hungarian culture institute, which literally they just bring in Hungarian artists and stuff, and then they play out very often.
Azaria.
No. It's gypsy music and jazz mostly.
Interesting choice of musical festivities.
My mom has started to listen to Pogány and Dolo.
Oh my god.
And I was
are those comments?
Yeah. So someone says, George says to you, Shinzen, he says, "What's up, Shinzen?" Says, "Yo, hi." Pogány +1.
Hi, thank you.
Pogány +1. Oh, all right. I don't think I've probably heard the song, but I've never actually went to listen.
Yeah, but you don't. From what we've talked, you don't listen to Hungarian music, which is a shame. There are quite a few gems.
Only the.
Okay, you listen to the
shitty,
to the deranged music.
No, that's not Hungarian. For Hungarian is the OTL trap bullshit stuff. We have a whole mix on BPXtra.
I tried to get you on Danko.
Do you listen to Hungarian music?
Well, Danko, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's the classic.
Last night before we went to sleep, he put on Danko radio on the radio. I couldn't sleep.
But summoning ghosts with classical music.
He only does that because my dad loves to listen to Danko, or more my mom. It's not like she doesn't like to listen to Danko. It's just why are you putting this on?
Yeah.
And then he keeps putting Danko. When we're in Budapest, he always changes to Danko radio. Simply, and then that's why he started to constantly fucking put on Danko radio.
Well, for me, it's what my grandmother listens to all day. She just listens to Danko, so I'm I'll throw it on.
Yeah.
George says it hits different.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yeah, but I guess different for you than me, because for me it's an ethereal experience. I'm what the fuck is this?
Also, honestly, with like more than half of the Hungarian trap music, I don't even understand what they're saying.
I don't think
Even not just like not like in terms of like the words. It's just like they're like mumbling through the microphone.
but that's every music ever.
But this is like very, very poorly.
But I mean, lyrics in music is not enunciated. It's not like you're gonna speak like this when you're singing.
No, that's definitely true. But like, we're not gonna play it now. But I'll play you like for a song, this is a specific song. I forgot the name of it, but it's a specific song that I have on the USB for a DJ deck. There's like, it like I even played it. I played it to my mom,
and
she could not like.
Okay.
She could not like differentiate the words being said.
Maybe it's just mumble rap, and that exists in
it-
every language.
It's not fully mumble rap to the point like every couple words you do understand somewhat,
yeah.
but then it's just a little bit shit. Oh, Ivan is my friend from high school.
Yeah.
That's where Philip question mark. No, there's no Philip here. He's in Seaside or somewhere. I don't know. This is Dani. We got Dani.
Hey guys, nice to meet you, Bruno's friends from high school.
Yeah. He's a Hungarian version of Philip because you don't really study the same thing, but close. He's more like, oh fuck, it's like physics.
Oh, yeah, that's
not
me.
entirely, but more like planes and stuff.
Oh, so aerospace engineering.
Yeah,
Okay, that's respectable. That's cool.
yeah, a little bit more respectable than electrical engineering. I'd
Okay,
say.
talking with data science, bruh. You're-
I'm not anymore. Not anymore.
Industrial design
Please.
is worse. So
Fuck
yeah. No, but you know what the funny thing was before the stream, just for the viewers to know, Bruno
Yeah.
said, "I'm just gonna put on YouTube. Maybe we get one comment and see. We're getting comments, so it's good
Yeah.
that you put it on.
Yeah, otherwise we would not see any of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, but where are you gonna go for girls in TUE? Which
Wait.
bachelor? Where?
Oh, okay.
To which
so,
bachelor
so,
gonna
so you're
go?
basically asking what my tactic is. To,
Yeah. Because they're shitting so much in industrial design, but
architecture or psychology. Not.
I do not recommend architecture. I stay away from there.
Yeah. Okay.
Psychology.
I mean, I don't know about psychology.
Psychology.
actually.
I don't know anybody from there, but I have a feeling like it's same as sustainable innovation. So
Which is
purple hair.
no, I don't think so.
Definitely.
I don't think so.
At least half.
I know, bruh. I know
Has
two,
to be.
I know two people from psychology, and they're not like shitheads.
I said at least half. Doesn't mean everybody.
Okay. Well,
Architecture isn't also like not everybody is bad. Like I have friends there.
50%
it's
is usable. I mean, 50% is still like 100x people. You know.
I mean,
Is it just like the stereotype? Like everyone is like that in these type of programs?
I mean, Bruno has more experience.
Architecture and psychology, or I mean, you also know what architecture like. What kind of you've kind of been introduced to some people from architecture and FaceTime.
I'm so glad I go to a business school.
Are there a lot of girls at business?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
And it's an international uni, right? So
Yeah.
there's been like people from places I never even fucking heard of, and it's like what are-
Bangladesh or what?
There are a few from Bangladesh, believe it or not. Yeah, there's from Bangladesh. There's a girl in my class. She's from Uganda, and it's like, whoa, you come over here?
And Kenya?
Kenya. I've seen a few Kenyans.
You know what I almost said.
What did you say?
No, I'm not gonna say it.
No. All right, no.
And Bruno's met well, you've seen on the videos Kareem, who's
Kareem, yeah,
Syrian,
Okay.
and then my buddy Faisal, whose dad is the Palestinian Authority ambassador to Hungary, and he's
Wow.
half Canadian as well. He's
That's
going to Ottawa
impressive.
this year. Yeah.
There are
Ottawa.
in
Ottawa.
at TUE in Eindhoven, surprisingly, a lot of South Africans, but also surprisingly, all of them are white. All of the South Africans are white. I mean, okay, for South Africa, it's not that surprising because there was a big community of white people, but still, it was very, I mean, not even jarring, but funny. You know, it's like, where are you from? I thought like, okay, France or Germany, South Africa. I was like, okay, where are you from? South Africa. A lot of, that's like,
Yeah.
they
No,
like it here.
I was about to say, like, I think 60% of people from uni are Romanians.
Or Bulgarian, actually. Two
Actually,
options.
I don't know. Yeah, Bulgarian. I've only met like 2, But that's maybe just because like of
I'm at like 20.
different, yeah.
Yeah, but Romanians are like escaping.
Computer science. I
Or-
think more like computer science is at least like 70% Romanians. Computer science.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
We're getting
It's insane.
getting invaded. Evacuate.
I don't know a single Hungarian at computer science though.
I do. I know actually 3.
All right, at least there's some.
But not
But
in
they're
our
still getting-
not in our year.
Hál' Istennek.
Oh, they're lucky they don't have all the Romanians, but
Yeah, but actually I have Romanian, like close Romanian friends in my year, and they're like good. We always joke
Yeah, of
around.
course.
We always joke around because the Hungarian Romanian
Yeah,
tension,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's funny.
Not all of them are bad, but quite a big part are.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah.
Romanian women are much more beautiful than Dutch women. That's for sure. That's if you
any
dare to disagree.
nationality women are much better than Dutch.
But
Well, okay, not any. Most definitely, yeah. Most other nationalities are much better looking.
I can testify to that.
I don't think in this whole year that I've seen a single Dutch woman that will be like, okay, wow.
Okay, maybe that's a bit extreme, but on average, much higher.
Well, I don't know, like here, you go walk like 10 minutes and you're probably
I'm gonna see a
gonna
10 out of
see a
7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Netherlands, well, first you have to figure out, like from their voice, you might think they're male. First things first, like, it's like most of them that I've heard speak drunk sound like guys.
Oh, because so you're saying that they typically have a deep voice?
Yeah, yeah. I think most of it. Not okay. If they're tall, they definitely have a very like unexpectedly deep voice.
We're just, oh my god, we're doing like not even like psychoanalyzing the Dutch race
Yeah.
biologically.
We're just putting them in
It's,
groups, I guess. But
Oh my god. Is this racism? I feel like this is racism at some level.
oh, we can skip forward to something else.
You don't wanna we don't condone racism in this podcast or show.
I wonder where Zayed is though. He said he's gonna pop by at some point. I just don't know at which point exactly.
Question, if I chew on chips, is it very loud?
Yep. I hear everything. So Go ahead.
Do it.
you know what I say. Like I don't care if there's noise around because it just makes something interesting that we can talk about it.
Yeah,
Like there's been things falling down when I do a show.
Upstairs neighbor, they got like
They have a kid that runs around.
free kids or something.
Oh fuck.
So if you hear like someone aggressively knocking, it's just them running above. So
So it's not the ghosts. Okay,
No,
good to
yeah.
know.
although one day I did think like I went to sleep, and I heard them running, but at first I thought it was someone knocking on the balcony window.
Bruno,
I don't know why, but
you also have interesting stories about hearing voices on your walls during Thursdays. Do you want to tell that story to us?
What is up with that? You've never told me this.
This is a good story. Buckle
Alright,
up.
good thing though.
Very interesting.
Recently, it has stopped. I don't know, due to unforeseen circumstances or something, it has been put on a hold.
But give the context.
But basically, Dutch people are like one night stands are very much
Commonplace.
common thing in the Netherlands, I'd say. And this one Dutch roommate that is room next to me likes to have interesting Thursday nights because our walls are like thin as paper, and her bed is like pushed onto my wall. So it's not just that like I get every Thursday at like 2 a.m.
This
get
is
like
so
a
good.
earthquake in
This
my
is
room.
so good.
It's also that I have to listen to the whole thing because the walls are paper thin.
But also, the girl is not even that good looking.
Well, she's my roommate, so I'm not gonna comment. But actually, fuck it, because I've almost found a place that I could move in October in Stripes.
Okay.
Almost. I sent it to my mom today, which is like it's like a fully new building. It's like, do you know the construction site next to the stadium?
I do. I've
Like
seen
the big building.
Yes, with the cranes. I
Yeah.
mean, not anymore, but
It's finished in October, and the rent is 900 a month.
actually that
That is really good, and it's
that's
like,
quite decent. I also pay 900.
and it's a pretty good apartment. Like,
Do you have pictures?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, just for me, I don't know if the street is
It's
gonna.
yeah,
see
we
it,
can
but
show it. It's
can point
definitely
it- you can
it's
point it
like
at the
they're not actually finished pictures, so these are like 3D visual renders or whatever. But it looks pretty good either
I just
way.
have one question. You're like, very adult looking for an apartment, but why did you send it to your mom? What is your mom gonna do?
She pays the bills for his ass.
You know what? I'm gonna give that to you. That's very fair.
I need her she needs to approve it because I've already found in Stripe S a great looking place, but it did not pass her because she says that she wants me to like not live alone in an apartment, but like rent with someone.
Actually, that's very fair.
Which having roommates right now, I need at least a year without roommates. I very much prefer the weekends because usually the Dutch people are only like in the apartment like 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And then the other two Romanians, they're like almost all the time in their rooms, so I don't even see them. And that period of time when there's like nobody in the apartment is like the best period of time, I'd say. So I would very much rather just at least for some time, at least especially the start of the year, just be in like my own place, and then maybe
this is a
later.
studio. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's unfurnished.
Question.
But it's possible. I think it's possible to rent furniture.
So of course you found this. That's great, and it does look good.
But that is kind of how the place looks like.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, it actually looks decent. Of course, these are 3D renders, so
it's a 3D render, but Stripe S is an amazing neighborhood.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's my favorite neighborhood in Eindhoven.
It's like the old industrial district, because this is just background for you. Maybe I don't know if you know, but Philips, the big ass technology company, had its like parent company in Eindhoven before the Second World War. And that was like the big industry district with all the like research and development and all the production. And now it looks very. I think there's a name for this. That's true. So it's like an industrial vibe, and it's amazing.
But it's been modernized. So like from the outside of the buildings are all like still like industrial looking, but inside it's like brand new modern apartments.
Okay. And museums and like bars,
international events, mostly like non-Dutch music.
And also, I don't know if you knew this, but Eindhoven is like a hub for like metal music. Every year there's like a metal or a death metal, or I don't know the differences between these, to be honest, but like that genre every year. And there's like a big gathering in Stripe S in one of the old complexes, and it's cool. And the vibe is also there, so it's
all
it's
right.
very, very amazing.
It's pretty interesting. I didn't know that part, but it's a very cool neighborhood. And it's mostly like international. It's not really that much Dutch people. Well, I think in terms of Dutch people, it's probably like in those like skyscrapers and like penthouse rich Dutch people up there.
Yeah.
But
I have a quick question. So you found this apartment, but there's no guarantee that you're gonna get it because there's overbidding. I mean, so many people want to come to Eindhoven.
I just sent a message and see.
It's
because I'm not really like, I'm not in a hurry. I'm on campus.
But
when I find a good place and I get it, I'm gonna move. Until then, it's fine.
You only have 2 years of the Haven contract, right? So you can only stay for a max of 2 years.
No, it's as long as you're a student at UE or Fontes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So basically, I can stay as long as I'm a student there. I can stay in Haven. So it's fine. But like, possibly what I might do is I have to send them an email, ask if I can change apartments or something, because my only complaint really is just the roommates. Besides that, it's fine.
Well, so, I'm thankful I don't have any roommates. I live by myself.
And you like that?
Oh my god, I can't live with other people.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Way.
That's what I'm saying.
No way.
That's what I'm saying. I love the best parts of the fucking week are when the apartment is like dead.
Yeah.
And that's the only part of the week when it's actually clean there.
Hard disagree. I would go mad if I had to live by myself because I need someone to talk to. Because I can't be just home twiddling with my thumbs. I would go mad.
Well, let me tell you something. You don't need to worry about some asshole getting up in your business. using your stuff. If they're like a unclean freak, like I'm OCD. I'm undoubtedly like no one can live with me. Like I'm ridiculous. But it's like someone living in my space, using my bathroom, and I have to share that with someone. It's like, hell no. No.
Yeah, I okay, so I see your point. So let me put it like this, maybe.
Okay.
If you have a good roommate, I think it's better to live with someone, but if you have a really bad roommate, it's the worst thing in your life. They make your life a living hell. So yeah, it's quite bipolar. You can't really know who. For example, my roommate, shout out to Ondor. He's not gonna see this, but shout out to him. We went to the same high school, and he's a nice guy, and we're friends. So I'm quite fortunate with that.
Which high school was it? I always forget.
It's Fazekas, the
Ah,
best
yeah,
one.
I don't forget, but.
Yeah.
Which one did you go to? Mate Soccer?
I went to Esse Tomas Gymnasium in Mate Soccer. Yeah. Circus.
At the
Flex.
last
Circus.
night, at the house party last night, he had a little bit more to drink. And he started showing these pictures of like Facebook profile pictures of his teachers from high school. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's like these like people from like this rural area. They don't care what they put on Facebook. It's like the teacher could be like 70 years old and they put like the picture they use for their passport.
That's standard.
And they befriend every single student they have, which
But
is
that's
unheard
cute.
of.
But
I
that's
think-
nice though.
It's unheard of for me because for
Really?
private schools that I go to, you cannot follow teachers.
Because they're snobbish as fuck.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason. They're just
I think
hold
the
themselves-
high schools, yeah, but the teachers probably not that much.
maybe it's a rule. Maybe it's a
I don't
rule.
know.
Like you cannot interact
Probably.
in social media. How many years did you go in Hungary to high school?
Just one year, and it was during the pandemic. So,
Oh, so it was
I was
the
only
worst.
there from September
During the worst time.
until October, and then from October till May, it was online. But here's the problem: they used Creta, they used Google Meet, Cisco, whatever they have, and everything, and none of it worked.
Yeah.
So what they would do instead is just mail the workout to kids in the post, because you have people that live in villages with like the worst internet. Like Somalia has better internet than some of these villages.
Damn.
But for me, it was just I wanted to be there just to surround myself with Hungarians.
How was your Hungarian back then?
Oh, it was non-existent.
Oh,
Absolutely non-existent.
How are you communicating with them then?
Well, here's the thing. You imagine you're going to like a rural village in China, right? You know no English, no Chinese rather. You speak no other language. You just have to learn. You just have to just get on with it. Pick and choose things and then work it out.
that's how my mother was. She speaks fluent Dutch because she had to work in the Netherlands and Belgium, but of course the Dutch part of Belgium, as like a nanny, working with kids.
Oh, okay.
And in that case, of course, no English. Little kids don't speak any other languages, so it's like that was
I mean,
the same, like exposure therapy.
Dutch kids might know some English. Like
That was back
kindergarten was
that was
like
back
5,
in the
6.
90s.
Oh, yeah. My bad. But I think I've heard that like the fastest way to like learn a language is like be in the country where you speak it because
Wow.
you I mean no shit
No shit,
who would have
Sherlock.
thought, but like here you are still not fucking speaking. I mean
Hungarian.
It's not the best. I'm not saying my
we're
Hungarian's
doing
the
this
best.
in English, not Hungarian. Why? I mean,
Chuckle.
before we started this stream, I said why, because most of the audience is international.
Okay,
but
so tomorrow the stream is gonna be Hungarian.
We can do it that way.
tomorrow's gonna be the DJ stream.
Oh, fuck,
that's
okay.
why. That's why. No, we're doing both tomorrow. I guess again.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we actually, just today we're gonna do the DJ thing probably at a later point, if we're even gonna live stream that. Maybe just record it.
Because
We'll
my
see.
Hungarian, it's very much based on what I work at. So when I was working at Tilos Radio here in Budapest, I was the manager. For
Give
2.5 years.
give a little bit of context about Tilos.
Yeah, so I've always been fascinated with radio ever since I was little. So I was like, what is a place where I can get on board and just explore? So I reached out to Tilos and the owner, who unfortunately passed away 2 years ago. Well, he was in his 90s.
Oh, so lived a good life.
Oh, he lived a
fortunately.
fantastic
Yeah,
life. So I had an amazing relationship with him, and almost all the work I did was in Hungarian. So building the archive for everything, and the FM transmitter sites, everything I did it in Hungarian.
So your technical vocabulary is very much existent.
It's very much, yeah. So it's mostly radio. So everything for radio I can do no problem. Don't speak English to me, just speak Hungarian.
Yeah.
But it's these things, right? It's very focused and neat and just picked up. But for normal conversations, I'm okay with. It's just sometimes I have trouble, with it.
I really get that because I'm forcing myself to learn the technical language in Hungarian too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying every day, but a couple of days I just randomly go on the internet and search, okay, what is a FM transceiver in Hungarian or whatever. Just trying to not forget my roots and learn electrical engineering also in Hungarian, because I might have to come back, or might want to come back,
mm-hmm.
and it's useful to know these things.
And then also for just making connections in Hungary, like all the stuff you're seeing is through my relationship with Tilos. Every single thing here that I got, it's just from that, because they couldn't pay me for what I was doing. So they're like, what can we give you that'll help you? So I said, maybe some microphones at the start, like this laptop, mixer desk, all this stuff. They're like, sure, we can give that to you. We'll give it to you as payment. And then when András unfortunately passed away, it was just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And the whole dynamics of the place just switched.
For the worse, I guess.
It's not really my type of thing now. They still play the music I like, but it's just not being run the way I like it.
They got rid of the archive though, right?
They got rid. Oh, in the archive. I worked so hard. I went through the Internet Archive, everywhere I can go just to find these clips. And then I put it on the archive that we've been working on. I think the whole size of it now is a good 11 petabytes of stuff, because every single second from April 1st, 2010 is archived.
Wow.
Every single second of broadcast. So I'm there in China trying to work with this stuff. VPNs are the norm. You have to use a VPN. Everything is blocked on the Chinese internet. Bruno's very aware of this, because when we were communicating, some days I wouldn't be able to talk to him because it's like,
it was like a fallback.
But is it standard for every Chinese citizen to use VPNs, or just
no? VPNs are illegal for Chinese to use.
It's illegal for everyone in China, but you still use it.
Well, for foreigners, they don't really care.
Oh, okay.
So they're just like, okay, fine. If you need to contact your family, do that. But for streaming and for getting on the air, it was hard. I couldn't do it most of the time. So it was just, how do we find our way around this stuff?
How much have you talked on stream about life in China? I guess a lot. No.
We talked a bit about it, but there's some things.
Little.
Because I have a few questions, because on God, I was thinking about this, like, because I'm a table tennis player, like a competition player, and of course the main table tennis guys are from China.
Uh-huh.
So I just thought about like how life was in China, and my question to you is, as a foreigner, but of course your parents live there, so you're kind of not ingrained, but like you're in that, not just as a tourist, but like as a person who lives there.
Yeah.
How free is it?
Well, I came to China at the worst time. I came in August of 2021, so it was still the pandemic times. So when we got in, it was 4 weeks of quarantine. So it was 2 weeks in Shanghai, and then 2 weeks to the city I was going to, Changchun. So that was already like your introduction to China, right? And then around March 2022, we had a lockdown. You couldn't leave your apartment. Imagine staying in an apartment for 56 days. You couldn't leave, no groceries. The only time you could leave your apartment is to go downstairs to do mandatory COVID tests every single day.
Did they deliver food?
They got us food, but, before that, my parents would always, stockpile the fridge and the freezer and the canned goods, everything, because we just didn't know when this was going to come. So we kind of saw it coming, but when it came, it was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Hit you like a truck.
And keep in mind, Changchun is a city of 9 million people. This one city you've never heard of, 9 million people.
I wanted to say, I've never heard of it, and 9 million people.
Yep.
Crazy. China scale.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It is. But regardless of that, like the whole living in China, I didn't mind it that much. It's just, for me as a journalist and doing media, where I like having conversations with people, bashing things, whatever, I cannot live in China because the media freedom in China is non-existent. Yeah. So how could I do this job and be in China? I can't. So if it was like a Taiwan, which I've been to and I love Taiwan, if it was like that, I would be like, hell yeah, I would love to live in China, but it's not the case. But for my parents, it works out fine for what they're doing. So, as the saying is, you don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
and
stay in line, don't do anything, freaky, and then you'll be fine. But I think for some people, China is the way to go. Like if you're not political or you don't really care, you just want to make some money.
That's not me.
But for media, I just can't do it in China because I'll just be repeating Communist Party propaganda all day if I was doing that, and that I really do not want to do.
I feel that, but from your words, what I've heard is that from day to day, everyday life, it's not that visible. No. But only if you want to like specialize in stuff which is strictly prohibited. Mm-hmm. Which is, yeah, I get what you mean.
Like I don't hate China. I love the people. I love the language. Love the culture. It's just the government that just makes it insufferable for me to live there. Yeah. For some people, it works in their benefit. I mean, you go with it, and you'll be fine. I mean, there's teachers I've had who, they're foreigners, but they've been living in China for a while. There's this one teacher I had who I did a lot of media with at the school. He's a part of the Communist Party because it leverages him. It gets him what he wants to do. Yeah. But I would never stoop down that low to be associated with this government because it's just not it's not who I am.
Yeah, but that's basically like, because if you just don't do any out of line stuff, that's one thing. But if you voluntarily join the Communist Party, that's giving into it. That's, a bit extra. But I get it. I get you.
You want to mention going to the AE club in China and seeing all the like inside of the club, seeing like government officials and stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
Inside of the club.
Yep.
That's an interesting story as well.
I can share that. So I have a buddy, Kevin. I don't know if Kevin's watching this or listening to this, but he might be.
Currently, we're at one viewer at the moment, but it's fine.
But so Kevin, his family runs this pharmaceutical company. Very, very wealthy individuals. So for my 18th birthday, we went to the biggest club in northern China. Well, like 40 million people, but that's like the largest club. We went there, and for my 18th birthday, I think the whole party was worth like $18,000. We popped. So he puts like 30,000 RMB on the table.
Just to put in context, this is how old is he now?
He's my age.
So he's 19.
Yeah.
This is a 19-year-old kid with like Bugattis, Ferraris, Bentleys, Rolls Royce and stuff. Just so
I got picked
just
up.
so we kind of give some context behind who Kevin is.
I got picked up in a champagne color Rolls Royce to go to the club.
Oh my god! Just imagining it is like
just like spilling like what is it, like a bottle of Moet or some like expensive champagne, just like let's just spray it everywhere around. Cause it's fun.
Like for my birthday, they got a cake flown out from France, just to the table, like a French-made cake, and I got so pissed drunk, I just put my hand in it and just grabbed it and then just threw it on my face, and then I passed out on the couch. But we washed our hands in French champagne.
Oh my god!
Washed your hands.
This is not my level of society.
This is insane.
High society.
But it's normal. It's normal for him.
It's crazy rich Asians. The movie as well. But it's literally. It's not just a movie. It's legit how it goes.
It is.
It's legit how it goes there.
Like the government officials would come over to the club. They would book out the best tables, and you would see them because it's like the big gut. With like the cigarettes hanging in the polo t-shirt pocket, the beer belly, very buzz cut haircut.
Yeah.
They would just book out the thing. But being in clubs in China is one of the most disgusting things because they smoke cigarettes in the club. And it's not like the cigarettes here in Europe. It's like the worst quality tobacco. Disgusting. Like,
also, there isn't a dance floor in the club.
Then what is the club for?
Everything is just like those like VIP boxes, and that's it.
No, there is a dance floor. It's like a trampoline. So when everyone's moving, it's like your whole body's just moving.
It's a trampoline.
That's vibey, actually. Imagine like dancing and you're like
drunk
with the
rhythm. Trampoline, throwing up while you can't stop jumping and you're still throwing up. You keep just jumping up and down. You try to lay down and people around you are jumping, so you're still fucking flying up and bouncing off. It sounds a bit crazy.
It is. But I loved it. It was fun. It was just something to do.
Yeah.
And there would be people coming with us, and we would just like dish out, here's 5,000 RMB, which is like 600, 700 bucks.
I'll
Yeah.
pour some more orange juice for you.
I've got it.
I'll pour some more because I already know all these stories. So it's more interesting if you like tell him the stories
Wait, I'm here.
because I was witnessing a lot of this stuff firsthand from all the video calls
Mm-hmm.
during these things happening and
Yeah.
fucking VChat. I had to download VChat because of you.
Well, I mean, that was
They
one of
got
the
all
only
my-
ways
they
you
got
could
all my
communicate
data,
with
Is
me.
that the Chinese WhatsApp?
That's the
It's
Chinese.
like Chinese
WhatsApp.
everything.
Everything, yeah.
That's your how you pay, how you
Well,
order
I can
food,
actually show you, yeah.
how you talk. It's like
Yeah.
it's like Apple Pay or whatever, like bank card, food order.
So I'll show you here.
It's everything, like your whole entire life that you would
So
need.
of course you get the normal chats
in it.
here, right?
Yeah.
You scroll down here. I have my Didi, which is like Uber. I have my Starbucks, and then I have my food delivery stuff. You could do this all throughout the app, and then you have because it's a cashless society in China.
Okay.
No one
All
uses
cards.
cash. No one even uses cards.
Like old ass people.
Not even using cards?
Even old ass people use WePay.
So you just put
Old
your
people
you
use
just
it
put
as
your
well.
bank account on here. So I mean, this is my dad's.
Okay.
So you just put that on here, and then you just
Be careful
Not to share any
not to
sensitive
share. Like
information.
I mean, WePay probably doesn't show much. It's probably just like your account or something. Like
Yeah,
a
it's
QR,
just-
like a
yeah.
QR code. Because most of it is just like a QR code, right? You scan like
Yeah,
QR
yeah.
codes and stuff.
Mhm.
So instead of having like a bank card machine or something, it's just a QR code.
Yeah, so it's like you just show, right here there would be a code,
Mhm.
but you just show that code, and then you just hold it right up to a QR code scanner and you pay.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah,
He's trying to show the code to the
and then you can
to the camera,
receive
so
you can
someone's-
receive money. So
yeah,
if
yeah.
like
Show
someone
that
owes you-
closer to the camera so someone sends you money.
Yep, send me money on WeChat if you have money.
Sponsor BPXtra.
No, but yeah, everything is on here. Everything that you want to do in China, they have it just on WeChat and a few other apps.
So
It's a mega app.
Crazy.
in terms of data science, it makes it so much easier that you're collecting data, so much data from
Yeah, I
one
mean,
single app.
This is just a spy app.
Yeah, literally.
It is a spy app.
It is literally, yeah, like, I remember you talking about, like, if you say something, if you comment something bad on these apps in China, like, you have to put your ID into these apps and stuff.
Minus social credit.
No, you're just gone.
And here's the
You're-
thing:
you're gone.
if you join a group chat with more than 100 people, you need to have your real name authentication done. So it's like you need to upload a picture of your passport, your ID, everything,
Yeah.
everything.
It's really bad. It is terrible.
I
So
wouldn't-
WeChat has everything about me. So and my parents still use it. Like even when we're here in Europe, they still want to communicate on WeChat.
You know, the only country in Europe I've seen that accepts that shit is here.
What?
Yeah.
We do?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, for the Chinese places, I've been to a few of the Chinese
and Union Pay
supermarkets.
as well. Union
Like,
Pay,
like at
Union
Cuba,
Pay-
you know, Sharkany has, or whatever the
Yeah,
name.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you-
there, I
you-
go there. I can pay with WeChat, and
You're gonna
they're
see it
shocked
there.
because they see a white guy with WeChat on his phone and he wants to
Yeah.
pay. So I have to ask them. It's like, so how much is this in RMB? Because I have to pay in
Yeah.
Chinese yuan. They just give it to me, and I just send them the thing, and I just show that it's been verified, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Don't need to use a card.
Have you heard the theories about like the organ harvesting at Sharkany has, which is like Dragon House in English? I've just read about this a few days ago.
What?
There are a few conspiracy theories. One of them is there are, like, as you know, large like textile and secondhand clothes stores in that because it's
Yeah.
a bit complex.
Uh-huh.
And there are, of course, changing rooms or fitting rooms or however you say it. And the conspiracy theory is that if you go into a fitting room, the walls are like slidable, and they just rotate the wall, grab you, and harvest your organs, and you're gone from the fitting room, never returning.
I don't believe that. I don't think.
That's the conspiracy theory
I don't think that they could get away with that
Where
shit.
did you hear about this?
on Reddit. The most authentic place of all.
Perfect. Love it. Oh, all the best stuff comes from there.
When I read it, so you know how like recently when you search something on Google, it shows you like an AI answer at the top.
Yeah, most of them are from Reddit, actually.
Most of them from Reddit, and there's this one specific occasion where someone, I don't know, searched for something like how to fix this USB cable, and then it's showing you like some answers, and then one of the answers inside of that AI like answers is just like Reddit says, just kill yourself. So
Why?
that's Reddit for you.
Well, because
That's
it's
Reddit.
learning from the algorithm and what people look at, so
Yeah, of
it
course.
makes sense.
So it makes sense. But you remember? Do you remember Cloudflare? Cloudflare is like a
Yes. I
But-
know Cloudflare.
Cloudflare is like a website, company that is like, they use these like lava lamps. So they got cameras pointing at like a wall of lava lamps, and based on how those blobs move, they're like,
Random number generating?
yeah, but those random number generators are like 50% of the internet traffic in the world is going for them. Like they're the ones encrypting and like protecting from DDoS attacks and stuff. So-
Encryption? Okay.
Because like even for our website, we use them because they offer a free tier, and basically it like not really in terms of encrypting. What I mean is like they always like transfer you from like HTTP to HTTPS. You know, when you
Yep.
when you see it, so there's like a secured one,
Yeah.
and then they use these like lava lamps, so because they're unpredictable.
That's what I wanted
So-
to ask. I don't know the physics behind lava lamps. Are they very
They're
random?
unpredictable, and they have like a wall of like, I think it's like 10 by 10, like grid of lava lamps, and they got cameras at them, and so they're every second or day or whatever, something, generating like random encryption keys or whatever
Because
from those lava lamps,
Yeah.
how the bubbles are moving.
That's
And that's like
interesting.
protecting half of the internet traffic.
Because from what I've heard, random number generating is maybe
Predictable.
so. Maybe it was but maybe that was in the old times. But what I've heard is it's not done by lava lamps, but like atmospheric noise, like like wind and static, and then like making measurements in the atmosphere. That's how I knew
It,
encryption was done. And
I don't know. Possibly, I know that like there's like very basic random generator might generate based off the current time, the current date.
yeah.
So some of them work like basically they get the current time and day and maybe look weather or something, and then based off that they make a random number, or they're just like some combination of a formula that probably spits out. Because a lot of these ones actually like very simple ones are like somewhat predictable.
yeah.
Depends.
Uh,
But
my roommate Andor, who I talked about, his father actually works really deeply with random numbers because he is like a senior engineer at a gambling. I mean not gambling, but at like
online,
the lottery
Yeah.
system, which relies heavily on, of course, random events.
yeah.
So and he told me that there are like certain tests to determine like how good a random number generating program is,
Mhm.
like like regressions and whatever. So it's like a serious science.
No, definitely. But the reason I mentioned Cloudflare is they've recently introduced, I think it's still in beta, but every website that goes for them by default is blocking AI crawlers
Oh, that's
of
good.
accessing your website. So by default, your website is blocked from these, so they can train AI models on your website. And then what you can set up is that you charge them to go through your website. So each bot is like has to pay you, I don't know, like 1/1,000,000,000th of a cent or something. But like imagine these like more than half of the internet traffic today is fucking AI bot crawlers and stuff.
And just
Dead,
think about
dead
that.
internet
yeah.
theory.
Literally,
Yeah.
and so literally, they've like it's on by default, but it's still in beta, so you have to like apply for it. It's early access, whatever. But once it comes out fully, it's on by default and it's blocking all AI like crawlers on each website.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, BPXtra won't be like AI models won't be trained on our website and stuff.
Wonderful. So AI models will not have a Croatian English
Yeah.
accent. That's good.
But you know what's the problem with that though is most of these AIs bullshit and stuff is like Google makes them. Google has a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
Google is like the biggest search engine in the world. So
Yep.
if you block these AI crawlers, they can like put your website much lower on the fucking search page. Because you know when you open a search page, it's like 15,
So basically
16 pages.
extorting you.
So
It's extortion.
basically, yeah, they're putting you in a place where if you don't let us like crawl your website for free,
You're
nobody's ever gonna find your website.
Wow.
But it's still
Unreal.
a very good thing that at least they put this in by default. And it's definitely gonna fuck them up somewhat. But
The thing is, I'm gonna be driving tomorrow morning,
yeah.
so I'm gonna have to leave.
Alrighty.
Of course, you don't have to stop the stream because of me, but I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I don't want to crash into a tree.
No worries,
Yeah,
Dani.
I
No,
think-
thank you for coming. It's been a great talk.
It was a pleasure. I've never done like a show or podcast
Yeah.
or radio or whatever before, so it was a pleasure, and thank you very
Yeah.
much.
No problem.
And all the best of luck to you and all the viewers, and maybe whoever watches it back, not live.
yeah, there's much. I think most of this is gonna be clips. Definitely
Yeah,
over till like the end of summer. We're definitely gonna have all the clips done.
definitely.
But
Well,
thank you very
maybe
much.
working.
Oh, you're ever so welcome, and thank
No
you.
problem.
Thank you.
Also, I think we should take a 10-minute break or so.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna take a break.
we're gonna switch to intermission.
Yep.
And we'll be back in 10-15 minutes ish.
Okay.
Alrighty. Thank you very much, Dani.
Thank you.